The Pressure brand power washer isn't trying to be the quietest tool in your garage. It's built for the kind of person who has already bought the cheap one twice, and knows that stopping mid-rinse to swap nozzles is the moment a weekend job stops feeling worth it. So before you buy, the thing to check is whether you actually need a machine that pulls water from a bucket as easily as a garden hose, which is more than most pressure washers in this price range will admit they can do. The step that ruins every driveway job isn't the dirt. It's dragging a 60-pound machine across cracked concrete while the hose kinks behind. The pressure power washer with 2.5 GPM of water flow and dual rollers means you spend less time hunting for the right angle and more time actually cleaning, because the machine moves when you move instead of fighting. This is a pressure washer for one job, blasting dirt off surfaces faster than you can hose it down, without pretending it's also a patio heater or a leaf blower. It does not claim to be cordless, battery-powered, or quiet enough for early morning use. That narrowness is the point. You know what you need, and you do not need the extra stuff. The 2.5 GPM water flow, which means you clean a section of fence in half the time and use less water than a standard garden spray setting. The 4 quick connect spray nozzles. Water pressure strength, 0 degrees is 15 degrees is 25 degrees, 40 degrees, which means you switch from stripping paint to rinsing soap without swapping wands, and the foam cannon handles the pre-soak step that most kits make you do by hand. The 34.5 feet power cord, which means you reach the far corner of a 2-car garage without an extension cord, and you do not have to reposition the machine mid-job. The anti-tipping base and dual roller design, which means it does not walk away from you on a slope, and you can tilt it back to roll without wrestling a dead weight. The faucet or bucket water collection system, which means you are not tethered to an outdoor spigot if your driveway is 10 feet from the nearest tap. Here is who this is not for. Someone who wants to clean an entire house exterior in a single afternoon without refilling a bucket or swapping hoses. That person needs a machine rated for continuous duty use with a much higher GPM and a longer duty cycle, not a compact unit built for spot cleaning and quick touch-up. But if your actual problem is that every spring you curse your old washer for being too heavy to move and too slow to clean, the limitation is irrelevant. You are not paying for continuous duty performance you will never use. This is what the channel does. One product examined properly, regularly. The listing leans hard on high pressure and efficient cleaning, which is the pressure washer equivalent of saying a knife is sharp. Technically true, but every model in this category claims it. What the bullets emphasize hardest is the foam cannon and the bucket-fed intake, which tells you the buyer they are chasing is someone who wants convenience over raw power. What the bullets never mention is the motor wattage or the PSI rating. And in this category, a missing pressure figure usually means the number is not impressive enough to print next to the GPM. The decision is whether you are closer to buying less and repeating the search next spring, or buying this and finding it more than you need it. The spec that decides it is the 2.5 GPM. If your current washer takes longer to clean one panel than you want to spend standing there, this one is built to close that gap. The link is in the description so you can check what it is sitting at right now and decide if the timing works for you.